Hello again, Converge fans. So we have from the latest wave, number pound 26 or number 26. I say pound and number all the time because there was an original series of 20, and then for some reason they started again after 20 with pound 1 pound. But now I guess there was never a 26. I guess I could just say it's wave 26. Never mind. And they took the dates off. They don't tell you when it was made, but I believe it's either 2024 or 2025 these came out. So they're the other figures in this lineup here. Okay. And then some basic stats, 20 meters or so. Okay, still, would be nice to have a date. Just checking to see if I don't see anything. So hard to know the value of things if you don't know how old it is, you know. A little gum here, soda flavored gum. So reading fandom here, it's from the latest Mobile Suit Gundam Seed Freedom, which I have not watched. It's the star of the show, Athrun Zala, is piloting this. Kigali asked it to be revised, the original Justice Gundam, and that's what became this, I guess, but I haven't seen the show. So it's fighting something called a Shiv, or Shivy, I don't know. And then it basically looks like a Star Wars X-Wing fighter had a good night out with the thing. Okay, let's get this thing open. It's all segmented in bags to keep them from scratching each other, the parts that it is. And there's that X-Wing thing, a stand. Be careful not to cut the parts, and also make sure all the parts come out. That cardboard means that's a rigid piece of plastic, most likely. And boy, I'm gonna have to cut this again. Okay. Looks like we're gonna need some nippers here, but not too difficult. Tamiya nippers. Yeah, I didn't cut that so great. These Tamiya double-sided nippers aren't that great compared to single-sided, but I don't have any single-sided readily available right here. So the foot stand makes sense. Bottom of the foot, you have this matte red finish, and the peg is right there in the center. The white going around the legs looks pretty nice. Some venting there. There's some black for this ankle guard. The middle of the foot or shoe, whatever you want to call that, is white as well. And then we have some thruster details in the back, which look pretty nice. Oops, sorry, some extra crazy glue on this thing. Switch over to this super fine toothpick here. Pretty plain back skirt there. A few divots in there. Yeah, something's going to peg in there, obviously, that X-Wing backpack. This hand is just a closed fist, but I think it's a separate piece. Yeah, metallic. It's something that's going to peg in there. Alright, shoulders seem alright. There's a black torso with some red vents in the front. Ooh, boy, I have to put that in hot water to straighten it out. There's a black vent there in the crotch. So this side here, it's got a grabby hand for a weapon. And you just got to break the paint loose. Okay, so the head, the peg is on the neck, and we have nice translucent green eyes, it looks like. Yeah, alright, some blue metallic up there in the antenna area. Alright, so now, so I guess these things are clipped off. You can put them in either side. Oh boy, that's really loose though. So that's just temporary. I assume those are beam saber handles, but I don't know for sure. You could also pose them the other way, I guess. But I think I'm going to put that little jetpack thing in the back. Alright, so the antennae, that's a pretty long peg. Let's see if this is a good fit. Don't push the sides because it's a rigid plastic. It might break off the antenna. Alright, so that's a really tight fit, so I'm glad to know about that. The shield here, we have purple in the middle. Interesting. And then pretty plain backside. Okay, interesting. So, boy, that seems rigid as well. That could break easily. These things, though, are clearly PVC, flexible PVC. Then the weapon, we have, I don't know, looks kind of like the original RX-78 with this giant scope. Unfortunately, this area here isn't hollowed out. I think they could have done it. I've seen it on other weapons, hollowed out handles, but for some reason they skipped it on this one. Lazy, lazy. Okay, so the head can move quite a bit, not much restricting that, even though the chin does touch that chest area. So here we got the X-wing thing, although it's only like 2 wings, and this is on a round peg, so you can rotate that. And there's 2 things there. What? Oh, do these slide in here? No. I see. Okay, I think you can store those beam handles in those, which is nice. And that's a nice tight fit. Okay. There's a lot of nice cool molded details on this thruster thing. It looks like an airplane. Yeah, it looks like a cockpit there. Maybe it is. Again, I haven't seen the show. A lot of the details there. These are canted upwards. Maybe some guns here. I wonder if that rotates. No, I don't think so. Okay, well, black leading edges here look nice. And yeah, again, you can rotate those. So let's just pop that in the back. See how tight of a fit that is. Alright, that's a nice tight fit. You can hear the friction. So you can move these horizontal. Well, you gotta move the arm down though. So that's cool. The thing actually reminds me a lot of like Star Blazers, Battleship Yamato kind of design with these conical things. So it's interesting. Let's put on the stand here. And the foot peg is presently nice and tight. Okay, let me set up for this. So, Eclipse Gundam is from the manga Gundam Seed Eclipse. I've never heard of this particular suit before, but it's meant to be a high-speed supersonic fighter that also happens to become a mobile suit. Okay, only 2 are known to exist apparently. Alright, so they did make a master grade kit out of this apparently, and then here's the mobile armor flight mode or whatever, and then the mobile suit mode. Okay. Alright, let's look at this. So this is actually number 300 of the Converge line. So 300 releases now in 2025, I would assume, is when this was released. The same boxes, same other, whatever, collection. This is 22 meters high. This is actually a pretty tall... Oh, but maybe it's accounting for those fins up there. Alright. So, must be a rigid plastic head. And there's a clear piece. Be careful of throwing that out by accident. The clear pieces are very often miss. Hands. Man, these scissors are garbage. Sometimes they work great. Something about this plastic is very thin. I think I got everything there. Alright. Very, very thin feet. So thin you can't have a peg hole. Nice thruster details though. It's like a matte finish as well. And then we have, well, the whole thing's matte finish. Blue stripes here on the white body. A lot of, well, this is actually very plain how they terminated the rear ends. Kind of weak, really. It's a little bit better up here. There's a big fin in the back of the skirt. Yeah, some delicate skirts here. Black knees, blue shins. A red torso, nice yellow vents there, some blue. Yeah, it looks very, very aero, right? Very fighter jet-like. Some black for the neck, 2 different size pegs for the shoulders, and then something's going to peg into the back there. So, looking at the right, we have just a closed fist, so no weapon for it to hold, it looks like. Then we have some yellow and blue, and then some gunmetal maybe, or dark metallic black elbow joints, but the elbows don't move. There's no movement there. some red up top with a hole for something. Okay. The other arm, same there. Interesting details there. Looks kind of Star Wars-like there. Okay, very tiny winglets here. Didn't even see those before. Yeah, that's quite interesting. They were able to mold those. Okay, very nice. Okay, so that head, yeah, this is very airplane-like. It literally has vertical stabilizers. I don't know if those are supposed to be antennae. Nice metallic green sensor up there. We have clear green eyes with some graybly effects behind, some red there, and red for the chin, and some black there. Pretty nice head all in all, except for these antennae. I'm not really a fan of the three-pronged antennae, but oh well, can't change the design of this thing. And they're very small. I guess it's fine because the rest of the head is so big. It's so elongated. It's like the head itself is a rocket ship. Alright, so that took a little fidgeting, but it did get in there. I wonder, that must be a thruster, right? In the back of the head. It's so elongated. Very interesting. See if it collides. Oh yeah, see, it's already colliding. It's not even on the robot yet. So you're not going to get head movement much. The shoulders are just too big. I don't know if that's even in all the way, so I think I'm going to put the head in first. Yeah. Alright, then the shoulders. Yeah, this, you're not going to, it's going to totally collide. You're not going to get much left-right movement out of that. In fact, it's kind of pushing it already. So, okay, it's just looking straight forward. It is very unique, though. It's interesting. It almost reminds me of the Hathaway's Flash Gundam. I forget what that thing was called, but I did review it. Then we have some very Arrow-esque wing-like blaster rifles of sorts. But there's no hands to hold them. Sorry, I had to cough. So it's weird that there wouldn't be a grippy hand, right? Or two grippy hands. But no, you're pretty much forced to stick this somewhere else. Probably right here. But which way did they go? Up or down? I don't know if they want to go down because unless they're a kickstand. Let's try. I don't know if that's meant to go in there. Oh, wait. I see. There's a clear peg here. See? Look, it's below the foot. So, yeah, it's not going to work that way. But that's weird too, right? It will. That's really weird. I don't know if that's intentional. Let's lose this arm. But they're going to cross the chest. That's strange, right? But I don't know how else it's supposed to be done. Where's that box? No, they are down. And the one's in the hands. That's almost like a lie. That this is in the hand and it doesn't come with a hand to hold it. Oh, wait. I'm a moron. It does have hands. I just didn't see them. Oh, I did see them. I just forgot about them. But now, see, it's saying you could store those in the down position. Let's try it. Like the photos. Maybe on the stand they actually go past the stand. Oh, wait. So this is a clear thing for the foot. I think it would have been smart if that was black. Well, I don't know. I guess they're trying to show off the foot. Well, I gotta say, that's a good foot stand. Very unlike the Rosen Zulu. This is what they should have done with the Rosen Zulu. That's a great heel stand. And yeah, so those weapons will actually pass that surface, but still, you could pose them like that. So let me put that back together just to show what that looks like. In fact, let me hide those images back there. Yeah, I guess it almost looks like it's flying, you know, but it's not. It's because this is an optical illusion. The blue almost looks like the bottom of the foot. It's canted forward, but there's actually more foot under it. So that's interesting. how it looks like it's creeping forward. Interesting design. Alright. So, let's get these hands out of here. Man, I gotta break the paint loose. Just like flex it in different directions. Yeah, and so there's that hand meant to hold this weapon. Might as well pull this one off as well. Break this paint loose. Okay. I think you want to flip-flop the weapons because you'll see that clear rectangle if you don't. It's a little less obvious, I think, if the rectangle's on the inside. So, nice that the hand is a round peg, so you can pose it in a way where you can't really see the rectangle at all. Okay, there you go. Interesting. I think I prefer it just with the weapons back on the thighs. So as I was straightening out these parts with some hot water, I realized there's a second set of holes on these, so you could actually pose these things like this. If you flip-flop them to the other side, you know, you can have them folded back. But I'm not sure if I like it that way because, well, unless they're upwards. Because you're going to see the hole, right? So I kind of feel like the original way would make more sense. But it's nice that they gave you that option, I think. Which very often you don't get options in Converge. You just get it the way they want it to be, and you live with it. But it's nice to see this. All right. Okay, so from the SP08 set, we have the Justice Gundam here. We have Aegis, which is number 249 in the overall series. And something more aeronautic, the Z Plus test, number 281. That's from Gundam Sentinel. That's where I take some notes on my things. So a whole lot of wings going on in these two. Wings, fins everywhere. Yeah. It's nice that they're all painted though. That's why I like Converge. Sorry, still some water on this thing. Yeah, it's nice that you don't have to sit there and paint stuff. It's a pain to do so. So this saves me time, and yet you have a small little collectible. Up to 300 now. If you want to collect something and have at least 300. I don't even know if that 300 counts the core sets. Probably not, because the cores don't really get numbered, and not in a long time. I'm not also sure if the special packs also fall into that. Probably not. So it's actually more than 300. They're probably future-proofing this one. There's a big, rectangle there. So somewhere down the line, they're gonna have something else that pegs into that. Thanks for watching today. We'll see you in the next Converge.